I'm doing Sociology at Newcastle University. I just finished my undergrad last year and I decided to stay and do a master's. So that's what I'm doing. I basically chose this university because, well, firstly, it was one of the Russell Group ones, which was kind of the only option to me, going to a private school in this situation. They just, expect you to do that sort of thing. Um, and also, my sister went there, so I was able to go up and stay with her, and that really gave me a feel for the university, which I didn't have with any of the others because you just go to an open day with all the others. And I really liked the city, and it just sounded like a fun place from what I'd heard of. You know, it's quite hard to know these things before you go. I decided on my course because I didn't know what to do at university at all. I had no idea about any of the courses or anything, and I hadn't got like a passion at school except for feminism. And then I was like, how do I study feminism? And then I heard of this subject called sociology, and it was, they told me that sociology would enable me to like focus in on feminism now because it's all about like social structures and things like that and movements. So that's why I chose sociology, and that was a good decision. My course has been up and down, mainly up, but it started quite low. In first year, I started doing it. I literally had like 6 contact hours a week, and so that's really difficult for a fresher because not having anything to do means that because you don't have any mates yet, or you like are just getting to know people, it's really difficult to like not have anything to do, like not fill up your time with things. So it started off really badly. I'm not gonna lie, I hated my course. I hated it so much. I was nearly gonna change courses at the end of first year because I had not enough contact hours and it was bad. So I felt really like aimless and pointless. And then I came back for some reason and did not change my course, and it got a lot better. It got more interesting and more like I could focus in on what I do, what I want to do more, focus in on things, and my contact hours went up a bit, but not to the extent that I was busy. Um, Everything just got better in my second year of university, basically. But the course, yeah, the workload is not too much. The lecturers are mostly like actually all of them are really nice people. Some of them are less. Actually, this is something that I've come across. Is all of my lectures have been really lovely. Um, some of them are more approachable. Some of them are more. There's a bit of disconnect. Sorry, there's a bit of disconnect between some of the. If you have 2 lecturers in one module, like I remember once in second year, I went to see one of the lecturers about the essay. They told me lots of things about the essay, like how to structure it, and then the other one marked it, and I got a really bad mark, and it might have just been a bad essay, but I'm assuming that was because each marker has different specs, basically, because the humanities are so subjective. The social sciences are so subjective, so that was really annoying. But in terms of like the lecturers are really nice, and basically all the except for the methodologies ones, most of the modules are really interesting as well because it's sociology and it's just full of interesting things. Yeah, I love Newcastle. I think it's delightfully small, but also big enough. So it's like a small city, but not that small, not like Cambridge. And in terms of the way that we as students use it, the campus is right in the centre of town. You're literally like 5 minutes away from the high street, and then the clubs and things like are 10 minutes away down near the station. And Jesmond, which is where most people live, or Heaton or Sandyford, they're like 20 minutes walk away, 15 minutes walk away from the campus. So it's so easy to get around. And Jesmond is so lovely. It's the nicest student area. Like, it's full of a certain type of person who goes there, but it's worth it because it's literally like got everything you'd want. The houses are really nice and really cheap because it's in Newcastle, and you've got like bars and restaurants and shops and like grocery stores, everything. And the metro goes there. Honestly, I love Jesmond. I miss it. I want to go back. Well, everyone, as is told, the nightlife in Newcastle is great. What do I say about that though? The good thing is about that is that there's actually something for everybody. Like lots of places, there's clubs and stuff, but the thing about Newcastle is that there's different types of clubs or like nights every night. So if you want drum and bass, or you want cheesy tunes, or you want just normal club ones, or um, more like techno, or R&B. I don't know what you want. Like there's usually like a night for it every night because there's so many clubs. So the nightlife is good. Apart from that, like the pub life is also good, especially in Jesmond because there's all these bars and house parties, a lot of house parties, all within like walking distance from each other. So it's so chill because I personally don't really like going clubbing that much anymore. Nope, never really did. And so because I don't like the whole process of like paying for a taxi to go somewhere where I'm not going to enjoy and then have to pay for a taxi to come back. It just no. But house parties, I can walk there. I can be like, no, I don't want to be here anymore, and I can just walk home because also importantly, Jesmond is really safe. I think. I would feel safe walking around at night in Jesmond, which I wouldn't feel safe doing in most places. Um, uh, House parties, pubs, yeah, it's all great. I hated first year a lot, to the extent I was going to leave. At the end of first year, I was in an accommodation that I didn't like called Castle Leazes, where I was surrounded by people who were very much in the private school sector, which I was too, but like everyone knew each other. Well, it seemed like that. I don't think that is actually the case. And I know lots of people who are really, really lovely, who had a really good time there. Like they found people really quickly, but I just didn't. Well, I did. Anyway, I just wasn't ever comfortable being there. I found it very socially pressurizing, and I found friends, but my mental health just declined rapidly in the second term, and it was bad. So, and again, linking to my course, I didn't have anything to do, so I just sat in this grotty little room all day, every day, being unhappy. And I came out less and less. So that really put a dark cloud over that accommodation and that whole year. And I don't really know what made me stay, but I'm so glad I did. There was a whole week during my first year summer where I was going to quit. I was like, okay, cool, we've got to work out what I'm going to do next. I'll be dropping out. But for some reason, I mulled it over and I decided to not do that and to go back and try and do things a bit better and find um, find it fun. I think the problem there was that I thought it was me that was the problem, and it wasn't me. It was just bad luck. It's never you if you're having a bad time at uni. It's just bad luck. Like you will find your people. You'll find your like hobbies. You'll find your. You can have fun. Everyone can have fun at uni. It just depends on how lucky you are, how quickly you can get that social support network that really is close to you. I feel like that was really rambled, and I'm sorry. Well, that's a difficult question. My favourite thing, I think, has to be the the thing that jumps out to me most is the student area, Jesmond, because it's. I mean, obviously that's not really the university, but it is because it's full of Newcastle University students. Um, because it's so perfectly close to like I'm literally within 2 minutes walk from all my best friends. It's amazing. And I live with my friends and I'm 5 minutes away from everyone, so we can just pop to each other's house. And like if we were in London or a bigger city or a city where, you know, there wasn't a single student area, you know, going to mates' houses would be so much more difficult. So I love Jesmond. Yes. Well, yes. Especially if you like drinking. And oh, there's a beach. There's a beach. What am I saying? Tynemouth. Tynemouth is amazing. It's like there's a metro, which makes things way easier and cheaper to get to the station and stuff. And the metro, if you take it 20 minutes to the beach, and it's beautiful and sandy, and you can swim and have a nice day at the beach. Which obviously it's like everyone flocks there in the summer, and it's really really fun. Yes, this is super cliche and everyone says it, but it would have helped me a lot. Do societies. Just do them. And it will be so scary. So scary not knowing anyone, going to these first meetings. Like that's what put me off. I literally was like too scared to do that. But I joined the theatre society in second year, and it made my life a whole lot better having that as a hobby and making mates outside of my like accommodation and course mates. So you should definitely just go to the Freshers' Fair and actually go to the things. Like, no, like if you go to these first meetings at these for these societies, you'll be surrounded by people who also don't know anyone. So do it, because you know the people who I know who've like got the most out of university are the ones who've um really got into a society, like whether it be sports or theatre or fucking whatever. Like having university, like their course plus other things, is really important to keep people like happy, and like it really expands your like social networks, and I don't know, it just gives you a focus other than the uni that no one really good. Some of them less good. I mean, I actually really only got involved with the theatre society, which I loved. That was good. That put on 6 productions a term. It was a really big society, lots of lovely people and some not lovely people. Sports, that was good as well. I think there was lots of options for sports. There was also like a beginners lacrosse thing, which was fun. I went to that a bit in first year, and then there's like, I don't know, lots of teams and lots of intramural stuff. So like if you just want to play hockey for fun, you can go and do the like medics hockey or the, I don't know, any engineers hockey, and like that will be way less competitive than the actual uni sport, because you gotta be really good for that, and I'm not. But yeah, I think the sport's really good. I wouldn't like the pressure of being in a sports team university wise, but that's not a problem because I couldn't have been. Sociology as a course is really good for, like, it's a really interesting course, but most importantly, especially with my masters, particularly with my masters, because people always ask me, like, are you able to focus your masters? Like, are you doing sociology of this or that or that? And I was like, no, just doing sociology. However, you are able to focus in on sociology so much on what you think, on what you're interested in. So, like, literally for my undergrad degree, 95% of my essays that I did were on feminism, because I could tailor them to be that. I mean, the amount of modules that I did, like, particularly on, like, gender or sexuality or things like that, or race and stuff like that, was not that many, like maybe like a third a year. But you can just tailor things in sociology, you can just take it in your direction. And so I did that for my undergrad, and then my postgrad, my masters, I've tailored it in even more to body image and diet culture and beauty standards and eating disorders, which I'm really interested in personally. And it's been really great because it's like all of my essays I've just been able to like focus in on what I'm really passionate about, which is building me all up to my dissertation, which I'm starting actually next week. And I'm really excited. And yeah, so basically the course is really good for being able to tailor it to your interests. So like if you were interested in like sociology of race or something, or sexuality, or feminism, or the arts. I don't know. Like sociology is so broad; it could be anything. Um, it's just really good for that. So yeah, come to Newcastle University if you want, or go to somewhere else. Thank you.